What's good, B-Sounds? It's your boy, Kick and Raid, and today I've got a delicious recipe for you. It is a low-fat pulled pork smoked meat type thing. It's not very complicated. You stick it in a slow cooker, and if you don't have a slow cooker, do it on the hob. Here in the UK, smokers are not a normal thing, and also effort, man. So much effort. A British barbecue is just coals, heat, burnt sausages. But the problem, of course, with smoked meat in general is that in order for it to be a good candidate for smoking, it has to be kind of high fat, because that fat renders out. You don't know how much of that fat is left, and I'm not afraid of that, but I also want to be able to eat pulled pork every single day. So here's a recipe that lets me do that. This recipe is going to make 4 me-sized portions. It might do 6 for you. I don't know. You can use it on jack and potatoes. You can use it on tacos, burritos. You can make a pasta dish with it. It's just a great meal prep that you can stick in the fridge and then enjoy when you're hungry. Let's get to it. So first thing we're going to do is prepare our mirepoix. 2 onions, 2 carrots. You want a pretty fine dice on these because you basically want them to dissolve by the end of the whole cooking thing. Couple of ribs of celery. Give them a wesh. You know, they grow these in dirt. It's unbelievable. Gross. And then whack them in the bottom of your slow cooker. So a classic mirepoix is going to be 2 parts onion, 1 part carrot, 1 part celery. But we aren't going to add any more sweetness to this other than the carrot. So I'm going sort of 2 parts onion, 2 part carrot, 1 part celery. A whole bulb of garlic. And if you've got a problem with that, you've got a problem with me. If you can describe that as hard work, that is the hard work done. A bowl into which you're gonna mix a bunch of spices. Pretty easy stuff. 1 tablespoon of salt, about a tablespoon of black pepper, 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika. I love paprika. If you think this is too much paprika, again, we got a problem, but also do whatever you want. This is the only thing that's gonna give it some smokiness, so I say go hard. And then a little bit more. Oh. 1 tablespoon of just plain ass paprika. Close enough. And 1 tablespoon of oregano. And then 1 teaspoon each of cayenne pepper, cumin, and chili powder. If that sounds like too much cayenne pepper for you, it's going to be split over like 4 to 6 meals. You'll be fine. And if you want more, add more. You know how this works. It's cooking. You just do whatever the fuck you want. So I'm at cayenne pepper, so I've added some hot paprika because it's basically the same thing. And I can't get enough of either paprika or garlic. Fight me! So you want to give it a mix. Then you want to grab 2 of the largest pork fillet steaks you can find. You're going to chop them in half, stick them in your bowl. Bark it up, you know? And then dong it on top of your mirepoix mixture. Job's a good one. Smells good. So you're going to want to chuck the rest of this in here because we're not wasting it. We want that flavor. You want to add enough tomato passata to basically just cover it. Get in here. Move the bloody camera all the time. Move the bloody camera away. And you just wang in enough to cover it. This might be this whole thing. Lots of stuff. Smells good. Smells good already. And you plug it in with power. Stick it on auto. Leave it 4 or 5 hours. You'll come back to delicious smell and it'll pull apart. I'll meet you there. We'll talk about it. So it's been about 4 hours. What we want to do is take out the pork pieces. They should be really trying to fall apart on you, which is great. And then with a couple of forks, you just want to shred that. Should be super easy. All of the connective tissue has broken down over the time that it's been cooking. That fell on the table, so if not safe, it will go back in. And now from here, you got options. You can stick this in a Tupperware as it is, and it's delicious. You know, the inside is very porky, and the outside is very seasoned and delicious. Or you can wang it back in, turn the heat up, allow this to thicken a bit. That works well. I quite like it just like this. If you've got an immersion blender, it makes it so easy. But if you just blitz this up, this makes an amazing pasta sauce, like proper good. So just pasta, this, and then this on top. That's a meal. That's one of your meals. If you do combine it all together, you're probably going to add some sort of acid. So if you're gonna use some on top of a burger or whatever, you're gonna keep it quite barbecue-y. Maybe stick some vinegar in there. If you're gonna use it like on tacos or something, you know, some lime, some lemon, that sort of thing, delish. If you wanna up the umami-ness of this, just whack in a bit of Worcester sauce. You can do that now, you can do that, you know, before you started cooking. What else is there to say? It's bloody delicious and it's freaking easy. This being the main event, assuming you're gonna eat this as well, for a quarter of the whole thing is 420 calories, nice, 6.5 grams of fat, 18 grams of carbs, and 71.7 grams of protein. Get on, how you gonna beat that? This is a great way also to sneak vegetables into yourself if you are, you know, not a very big vegetable lover, or if you have chitterins, yuck. I'm sorry, I'm sure yours are lovely. And that's that. Well, that's 4 days worth of meals sorted out for you. Super delicious, super macro friendly, super budget friendly. There ain't no downside to this. It's delicious. Do it. But whatever you do, get them gains. Be well.